Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Life with LA. It's your girl Leanne. It's been a while. So I'm here. Okay, just to give a little update with my life. I moved out. I am just a mess. Like, it's just been a lot. But I'm back. And sis, where's my cup? I'm bringing back tea. So everyone, get your drinks. There's nothing in here. But because this tea is hot. I'm in the middle of making a YouTube video. Say hi.
Hi. This is Leanne's Besties coming at you live. Yes.
I miss you guys. We're back. The tea is hot. Is it focused? The tea is hot, but we're ready, you know? Have you seen the title? Yes. He was caught. My ex played me. Well, okay. I already asked his permission. Me and him are actually cool. Like, we're not on bad terms. We're not friends, but we're just civil. But I asked him for his permission to tell his story. I'm not gonna say his name though, obviously. But he said it was okay. So got the big thumbs up from him. We're gonna name my ex Daniel. That's gonna be his name. We're gonna name the girl Jessica. And then we'll go from names on there. So if the beginning may be a little bit like off because I don't remember every single detail that Jessica and I talked about before pulling up to his house. But let me just tell you the backstory. So Daniel and I at this point were broken up. We've been on and off for like, what grade was I in? We've been on and off at this point for like a year, right? Like a year. He already had did his dirt that we're not going to discuss because that's a whole other video. And at this point we're broken up, but you know when you and your ex are broken up but y'all still be hanging out. Don't come for me, I know you guys do it too. But that's what was going on with him and I. And Jessica, he met Jessica after the fact of us breaking up, and I knew who Jessica was just because of other people would talk. Jessica, me and her are not like, there's no problems between us. We're not like friends, but like there's no problems between us. And he started messing with her, which I knew of. Well, no, he said that they were just friends. But I'm a freaking detective and I know. So him and Jessica started hanging out or whatever, but I was always there. Like, this was the type of thing that like everybody knew that I was always going to be there. Like, the girls knew when they would talk to him at this point in time, obviously not now, but at this point in time, I was still in the picture. Like, sorry, I hate to break it to you, if you talked to Daniel back then, I was still there. Sorry. That's just how it is. Not something to be proud of, but you know, that's how it was. So whatever, that happened, they started whatever, but he would always tell me that she liked him and he really wasn't like into her. Like, he was just there for her because she was going through a lot. Let me just get another sip. Okay, so he said that he was just always there for her, blah blah blah. So me and her, I think at one point we did not like each other, and I think it had to do with him. I don't really think there was anything else that Jessica and I went through. I don't know, but whatever. All I know is that one day she started at my school, right? And I was like, the first day I saw her, I was just like, great. We ended up having a class together, blah 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 blah. So this is when I use my skills. We became talking about Daniel, right? We've talked a couple times. We were civil. Like, there was no problems there. We would talk in class here and there, whatever. At one point, No. In the beginning, we did not like each other. Like, we just wouldn't talk to each other. Like, she was cool with my friends, but I wouldn't talk to her when I was there. So, she was cool, but, like, we didn't, like, it just wasn't there. Don't know how we became talking or anything like that, but all I know is that one day I was like, hey, let's talk after school. We need to talk about stuff that has to do with Daniel. I was like, I'm going to take you home and we're going to talk about Daniel. So me being the sneak that I am, I don't think she knows this. I don't think I ever told her this, or she like caught me in the act. But I was voice recording the conversation, right, about this, so I can show Daniel like as proof of what she said. So we're going back and forth. The conversation was a little heated at first because I was like, I don't like how you run your mouth about this, that, and the third, blah blah blah. But as we got into the subject about Daniel, we started seeing that he was playing us a little bit. He was telling me one thing, doing another. He told me he never slept over her house. He told me he's never been over there. He told me she's never been at his house. And that was wrong. So, she was telling me all this stuff. And she was like, actually, like, I was like, I have plans to go over there today. And she's like, really? She's like, let me call him. Puts it on speaker. And she was like, hey, like, what are you doing today? And he was honest to her, but a liar to me. He was like, oh, like nothing, why? And he was like, she was like, oh, let me come over. And he was like, yeah, after Leanne leaves. Leanne's gonna come over for a little bit, and after she leaves. So I'm listening to this and I'm like, me and Jessica are like, did he really just say that? So then I call him. Don't know how he didn't put two and two together, right? But whatever. I call him and I'm like, hey Daniel, like, am I still gonna come over? Like, what's up? And he's like, so are you doing anything today? And he's like, no, I'm waiting for you, blah 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 blah. I was like, bet. I don't know who came up with the idea. I think she was like, oh, it would be funny if we pulled up. And I was like, are you down? And I think she was like, no, like seriously? And I was like, are you down? And she was like, yeah. And we were like rushing to his house, like adrenaline's kicking. I'm like, oh, I'm about to set him up, right? Oh, on the other hand, him and I had mutual friends, right? To this day, I'm still friends with these people. But what pissed me off is we're mutual friends. So I thought they were my homies. And I get it, bro code, whatever. She told me that my friends were the ones taking, because meanwhile, he didn't have a car. But anyways, my friends were the ones that were taking him and hanging out with them. And I'm like, so my friend's sitting here, seeing me and Daniel hanging out with Daniel and I. Yet you would take Daniel to Jessica's house? What? I was so mad. Let's call this friend Nathan. Okay, there's a couple of friends, but this in particular friend, he pops up in the story. So that's why we're gonna name him Nathan. I'm still friends with him. I love him. When he sees this video, no hard feelings. At the moment, I hated you, but I love you. So I pull up to his house, and I'm like, all right, Jessica, wait in my back seat, and I'm gonna go inside his house. I'm gonna try to get him to come out so we can talk outside. And when you see us outside, that's the go. Come out. So I go. She's like, bet. So I go inside her house. I'm like shaking. I go inside his house, and we're in his room, and I'm like, let's talk outside. And he's like, why can't we talk here? And I was like, no. Like, I was like, I'm about to spaz on you. Some shit. I'm about to spaz on you, and I don't want your family to hear, so let's go outside. And he's like, okay. So we go outside. Boom, Jessica hops out of the car, and he's like, oh. And I start spazzing. I was like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, what did I say, bro? I was like, how you gonna lie to me? How you gonna do this to me? You told me you've never been to her house. You told me she liked you. You didn't have nothing for her. And he's like, oh, really? That's what we're gonna do? He was getting mad, right? His mom comes out, and I was like, and I went up to his mom, and I was like, and at this point, he was still kind of denying it, right? He was like, mom, when have you ever seen Jessica? And his mom was like, I never seen her. She told Daniel, your dad was the one that took me home. Like, I didn't meet your mom. And she told Daniel's mom, like, oh, I met your husband. And Daniel's mom was like, I don't know, and I was crying. I was like, your son played me. He told me this, he told me that. As this is going on, Nathan pulls up and is outside Daniel's house, has his window down. I was like, yo. It's like, you know how on, what is that called? Twilight? How like, when vampires smell blood, like that's how it was. Like I was saying, I smelt Nathan, and I was like, and I went up to a car and I was like, and you, I was like, and you were taking Daniel to go see Jessica? And he was like, what are you talking about? No, like denying it. Zooms off, right? Leaves. He's like, I ain't trying to be part of this. That's the only thing with Nathan. But I was on go. And I was crying and I was like, and then Daniel was saying all this stuff. Like I was just being there for her because she was going through stuff, that same old. And she was like, did you not like sleep over my house? Did I not come here? Like we were just making him look stupid. Well, basically, she brought me. She was like, all right, Leanne, let's go. Like, and I was like, how could you do this to me? As if he hasn't played me before. Like being dramatic, you know. And then yeah, she brought me to the car and I was like, let's just go. And I drove home and I was just heartbroken. But I felt like, now looking back on it, years from then, I'm like, girl, you was savage. What was you doing? Like pulling up to your ex's house with the girl you played you with? I would have never thought. But that sums up our video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys liked the video. I have a couple of other story times that I kind of want to do, so if you guys like my story times, give this a thumbs up. Comment below if you want to see more story times. And yeah, if you guys do know who I'm talking about, like if you're my friend or you think you know, please don't write their name below. Don't do any of that. Don't tell it. Like, it's Daniel, Jessica, and Nathan. Those are the names and that's it. I would really appreciate that. You know, I have another story time about a stalker that I had when I was in middle school. So if you guys, that one's insane. So if you guys want to see that one, comment below. Any video suggestions you guys have, just leave them below. It's been a crazy couple of months trying to get back in it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my god, I promise. Trying to be as consistent as possible with work, pageants, dance, and YouTube. But fingers crossed, hopefully it's a good run. Give me video ideas. Thank you guys for all your support. For the ones that have continued to follow me throughout the months that I have not been on. Coming back better and stronger. You feel me? Stay tuned. This is probably going to be my first video up, but there's going to be another video coming up after this, so stay tuned to that. And then that'll be all. Follow my social medias down below. I'm only going to put my Instagram. I'll follow it down below. And again, thanks for watching. Okay.